What's up, you good people? What's going on with y'all selves? Mitchell Sip and Spill here. Y'all getting it cracking as we always do.
What's
going down, people?
What's up, y'all?
Yeah. What's going on? We on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. What's good with y'all selves? We are on here live trying to see that trying to see what happened here. Broadcast deleted all means of trying to create new broadcast. Just remove this next. What happened here? Trying to figure out why that went on. You gotta edit it. I'm trying to figure out why this is. Why was it? Deleted?
Sometimes things just happen, y'all. So
Trying to figure out what's going on. Why is they saying this?
Might have to come right back.
No.
I
don't know why this was on there. Why they saying what time did you have the schedule for?
7 o'clock.
Okay, I'm sorry guys. We're trying to figure out. They're saying we are late. So I'm trying to figure out why. Okay. All right. Well, just gotta keep it moving, I guess. So guys that are logged in to us, holla at us. What's going on with yourselves?
What's up with y'all? What's up with y'all? What's up with y'all?
How y'all feeling? This really is me. Is your thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's mine.
Yeah, we can pause for a second. That's cool.
Give us a second, guys.
Give us 1 second. We shall be black.
We shall be black in a second.
Just a moment.
Can you run it up?
I know my dreams, I gotta pursue them. Watching my teens, cause I make it moving. It ain't what it seems, it's not what they doing. The clip in the beam, you know I'm a shooter. Came from the block to the stew, I'm booming. I can teach you how to move, I'm moving. I can tell you when to do what I'm doing. I'm staying on my cues, cause I'm influenced. I know my dreams, I gotta pursue them. Watching my teens, cause I make it moving. It ain't what it seems, it's not what they doing. The clip in the beam, you know I'm a shooter. Came from the block to the stew, I'm booming. I can teach you how to move, I'm moving. I can tell you when to do what I'm doing. I stay on my cues, cause I'm influenced. Got me a mission, I gotta to do it. Talking my losses, I had to go through it. There been some times I feel like just giving this up, but I can't cause they loving my music. Let the hoe go, man, I'm done with excuses. I just fell back from the ones that's abusing. I got me some Remy, I'm just finna ride through the city, ain't speeding the little nigga cruise. I get in my thoughts hoping that I don't crash out. For them niggas that's hating, how do they hating? Hoping the people that's pass out. That's my brother, no faking, with them 6 babies. I just feel like ain't no more time to fake it. Say that I want it, can't get it, I take it. Gotta be tweaking, you thinking I'm basic. I just need bitches like I'm in the Matrix. Man, really, that's my shit. Put a paddock on my wrist. Couple years I be shining. I came from the grinding. Model millic, that's mine. Put a paddock on my wrist. Couple years I be shining. I got my dreams, I gotta pursue them. Watching my jeans, cause I make it moving. It ain't what it seems, it's not what they doing. The clip in the beam, you know I'm a shooter. Came from the block to the stew, I'm booming. I can teach you how to move, I'm moving. I can tell you when to do what I'm doing. I'm staying on my cues, cause I'm influenced. I know my dreams, I gotta pursue them. Watching my jeans, cause I make it moving. It ain't what it seems, it's not what they doing. The clip in the beam, you know I'm a shooter. Came from the block to the stew, I'm booming. I can teach you how to move, I'm moving. I can tell you when to do what I'm doing. I stay on my cues, cause I'm influenced. My time it was wasted. Now a nigga chasing. Who wants to be racing? Y'all just gotta face it. Ooh yeah.
That I'm never gonna wear again. I can't stand the thought of not talking to you one day, forgetting our old ways.
Can you run it up?
Wicked tones, you know what I'm saying? You say I got you feeling. Roll with woods, I know you need it. Oh, girl, don't be shy now. Oh, yeah, I'ma take you on a ride now. Hit it one more time, tell me, can you feel it? Let's do it one more time, baby, can you feel it? Oh, tell me, can you feel it? Yeah, yeah, tell me, can you feel it? Pull up on me, know that I got what you need. Girl, let's be honest, yeah, your man ain't hit like me. Start from the top, from your head.
In a relationship and you want to walk away, or you feeling some sort of kind of way where you're like, oh my God, you know, I just been depressed and this thing just, you can't shake it. Whatever it is, talk to me.
Talk to us, guys. Guys
Tell
are logging
Kim and
in.
Ed what's up.
Let
Because
us
Sip
know
and
if you
Spill
can
is
hear
for
us.
sure.
Let us know if you can hear us. I know for a minute you probably couldn't hear us for a while, and we trying to get our audio and video together. So the guys are logging in. Say hello. Say what's up. We're logging in today. We're going to be talking about. I want you to go over that again. For the people who couldn't hear, to just logging in to us. Welcome to our live, as we do every Saturday. The Sip and Spill. I'm Sip, as Kimmy Kim said earlier. For those who couldn't hear, because our technical difficulties. We are in the basement, as Kim and Kim always say, and we go into the garage and the attic. Sometimes we kind of go from the garage to the attic to the basement. You kind of go through all three of those different levels. But that's where we at. We're building, doing our own. We're doing our own production, doing a whole nine, and we're building and we're growing as we go. Kim and Kim is the sips, the spill to the sip and spill. I'm the sip. Kim and Kim be spilling the tea, spilling the beans, breaking it down, doing her thug thizzle as she always know how. Your boy Ed be sipping and chilling like a villain, but I won't get caught stealing. Well, whatever. We ain't
Yeah,
gonna
I
go
don't know
that.
what's up with you
We don't
today.
go there
You've just
today.
been dropping nothing but bars all
Yeah,
day.
bars, all
Just-
type of bars. You know
So
what
he
I'm saying?
got them Eddie Edibles on here for y'all that don't know. What's up, Instagram?
What's up?
Facebook? We want to shout out to everybody. Tonight, we are talking about evolving.
Right.
We're talking about having experiences that keep you stuck when you don't evolve, that you don't go to the next level status where you at in a career, in a relationship, and all that. For
Right.
those who are just coming on and listening to us right now, that's what we're talking about. And if you have an experience that you would like to share, you want to talk about it, get feedback on, go ahead and drop them lines.
Okay, so hey guys, so if you guys can hear us,
Hey,
let us know. If you guys are still tuning in, I don't know if you guys can hear us. Say some comments so we'll know what's going on with you guys. If you guys can hear us at all, let us know. I don't know what's going on with our Wi-Fi. They said we don't have Wi-Fi at all here. I don't know what's happening up there. Let us know if you can hear us. Make a comment, say something so we'll know you're there.
It's okay, you gotta be shy.
Yeah, don't be shy.
But I'm gonna keep going though, because at the end of the day, okay, so you guys can hear us. As we said, I don't want to keep asking you. I'm gonna keep moving on. So evolving and eliminating, and that's what we on. That's what we talking about today for everybody coming on. We talking about evolving. You don't need to be stuck in a situation. You don't need to take an L and just know that you've lost forever. That's not the case. A loss is a lesson, and I promise you, if you get the best out of the lesson, that's when you elevate yourself. That's when you upgrade yourself into next level status of where you need to be in your life. I think circumstances and things happen and people feel like that's just my final destination. No, it's not. But listen, you are as successful as you allow your thoughts to be in your head. So if that's what you constantly and consistently thinking about, I'm a failure. I didn't do this and I don't do this. Man, I wish this is this and this is that. Then you are stuck. Because listen, I would never ever project to be perfect. I would never ever project to not have experienced loss and pain and going through stuff. But I know for a fact that there's someone is always worse than what I am.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's always someone going through more than what I have yet to even experience. So with that should keep you moving and evolving in the right direction. The way you know when you're on a path, that you know that you on the path of where your destination to be, is when you can look at things and look at other people and see, I thank God that's not me. See, I know where I'm at,
Big
but
Stan,
that's
what's
not
up?
where I gotta be.
Big Stan say amen.
What's up? So I just feel like at the end of the day, a lot of times we do not allow our minds to expand past our circumstance. You know what I'm saying? We don't. We just look on that. Now listen, your girl Kimmy can be bothered. You understand me? Things happen. It's life. But I think what helps is that I don't allow myself to stay stuck in that particular pattern about nothing. Say something. So at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of us, that's where we at. I got hit this morning about say, Kimmy, I saw you, what you want to talk about today, and I've been a little depressed, and I really want to be watching so I can know what is going on, and because that's not, what I'm saying, how do I get out of this? Like, what are some tools, what I can think? The first thing I'm gonna tell you is gonna be surprised. I think maybe you always surprised, and that is, it's just you're gonna have the thoughts, but you can't stay there, guys. You have to let thoughts pass. See, they're not meant to control your mindset. You are. You have to control that. Things gonna happen. You know how you feel like you're not over something when something happens and that song come on and they give you that memory, or you see somebody that you haven't seen in a long time and it gives you that memory. And so with that, you be like, man, I am, wow. But you're not stuck in that situation. It's just a reminder, a memory, as you will. I'm gonna see what you're saying, Big Stan. What motivates you? What drives you to feel the way that you do? What motivates me, Stan, is the fact that I have evolved from where I was. I know that I have to get through to get to. I know that who I am and what I represent, but what I was, I know I'm not that person today. See, and it's not, you can have a goal. You can have a goal and it could it lets me know where I'm at and where I'm going. And I think a lot of times we simply just don't do that. I am truly motivated by me becoming the woman that I want to be, which is my Shiro, which is me in 10 years. And the reason why I say that, the only person that you are in competition with in your life is you. If you don't like something, change it. If you don't want something to happen, change it. If you don't want it to be a certain way, change it. We make things so complex when everything really is just that simple. It really is. You don't have to continue to keep, just keep patting and patting. When you're making a hamburger and you patting it and they get that firm roundness and it's thick, you want to make that, not the ones they sell in the box, but it's already, you want to make it yourself, put your own flavors and seasons and stuff like that. And then you put it in and you make it, you don't have to keep patting. Let me tell you something, you are already designed. I would like to think, and I want to say that I truly believe that I have been creatively designed to be who I am. And with that, I don't have to know everything. I don't have to know everything that I'm supposed to be. That's what you call the experience, an evolution experience to walk into whatever that destiny is for me. So I have to stay motivated. Who motivates me? Me. When I look around with people and they can come to me and I can see where they were and where they going. My partner motivates me. We go through different things, and in life, you don't evolve if you just stay stuck. You want somebody that holds you accountable. It's hard for somebody. I have to say I'm an accountability person. And I'm the type of person, if you told me, well, and Kim, next week, I'm going to get this new car. You got the money? Yep, I got the money. My credit good. I'm going to go, okay, because I ain't got no car. I've been busting all this time. Okay, next week come. Did you get that car, Stan? Nah, see, what had happened was, soon as then, I'm going to say, see, you know what? That's that fugaziness. You got to have the people surround you. You don't need to be the smartest one in the group. You got to have everybody around you that are smart people, because that's what elevates you to be the evolutionary you. You got something you want to add to that, Ed?
No, that's a mic drop right there. I'm learning as you go. Um, I'm learning as you talk. Hell, I mean, I'm picking up what you laying down. Goddamn, you hear what I say?
Absolutely.
So he's not like
Experiences then. You've
that.
had an experience that challenged you to where you feel like you stuck. You find people, and just like I said, on the Sip and Spill show, we talk about what we know and not what we heard, and that is, I like to talk about experiences I have experienced, especially when it comes in a career. He
Stan,
said he laughing his ass off
I
about
like
what
that.
you just said.
Yeah, yeah. I
It
got a
was a
question
mic
for you,
drop.
Stan. Do you hear any feedback? How is it sounding to you? If you don't mind, brother, and whoever else is out there, let us know how it's sounding feedback because we've been going back and forth with our technical difficulties on the show, and just let me know what you're hearing. If you're hearing feedback or if you're hearing echoing, let me know exactly what you're hearing. If you hear anything, and I greatly appreciate if you give me that feedback. Um, I do want to go a level though. I want to talk about male involvement as it relates to relationship with you and your woman. And I can't speak on the homosexual
He
side of
said
it.
it's very clear.
Okay,
Very clear.
good. All right,
Thank you,
good,
Stan.
good. No feedback, good. So I want to talk about it from the standpoint of just men evolving and allowing their woman or whoever the relationship, the woman to grow and evolve. And one thing I noticed that it's been hard for a lot of brothers to when a woman gets to a point where they are finding themselves, and that can happen later as hell in life. It don't happen shit. Sometimes be 45, 50 years old, 55, 60 years old, and a woman and people or man they fucking evolve. Things have changed. They don't like that same shit no more. And a lot of times we don't like saying stuff to our partners. We don't want to hurt their feelings and shit. We don't want to say nothing that's gonna make them feel. And that's one thing I hate. I learned this. We did a show at the Women's Sell Off at the Cigar Lounge in East Indiana, East Chicago, and we were talking about the guys were saying women don't want to hear the truth. They can't handle the truth. And what I asked the guys, I said, "Are you sure the women can't handle the truth, or you can't handle how they respond to what you tell them?" I think everybody got a problem with that. And so a lot of times we don't say shit and be honest with ourselves because we don't want to feel or deal with the drawback on that. So if we don't like certain things, like now, you may want to do some different shit. You may want to do a different position. You may like, listen, we've been doing missionary. We've been doing it from the back all this time. I want to try some different shit. I want to try the pile driver. Okay. And you hard to tell him that because he probably can't. Maybe his back is fucked up. Maybe his legs too short. Maybe he too short. I don't know. But you want to tell him you want to try some different shit, but because you say it, because if you say it, you might hurt their feelings. So my thing is the evolvement of what do you do when shit is different with how you rocking in your relationship? How do you tell somebody I'm on some other stuff? I want some different shit. I'm on some new stuff. I don't like that old shit. I don't like your whack ass motherfucking mac and cheese and shit. Right? Yeah, I want that baked mac and cheese like grandma made. I don't like the way you did it. The way you did it trying to be like grandma, shit whack. I've changed. I can't eat that no more. That stuff makes me sick. How do you say that? How do you evolve and effectively let people know that you've changed and shit is different? How do you express? You can read it right here.
I think a lot of times, I'm not trying to read nothing. I think a lot of times that you spend too much time on trying to figure out how to let that other person know. And then you tell yourself, I don't want to hurt their feelings. But this is life. I say this a lot of times, and I think this with everything, is that I think people make things very complicated when they are simple. They really are just that simple. And they say, well, Kimmy, Kim don't care. She just come right out and say this and that. But that's not true. I care more than you think I do. That's why I need to be 100% honest with you. Not just for you, but for me. Because to be truly authentic, you have to keep it real with whoever that's in your space. And if you're my man, or if you're my child, or if you're somebody I love, whatever title y'all want to put, because y'all know Kimmy don't like the titles, but just saying whatever they are, you got to be 100. And I think a lot of times you have to, you make the mistake of being with someone. Now, I'm only going to say it as a mistake because you get with someone and you don't understand that they become more than what they were when they started. Right. Meaning that when you decide to get with someone in a way of being in just a relationship, you go the next level and get married, you have to understand that they're not going to be the same person that you're marrying that day. So this is how I feel right now. I'm in love with you right now. But hell, I don't know. You just never know. There's not 100% guarantee. People can tell you, the death do us part and say all that, but you have to be conscious of the fact that that person changes. And what makes a great, long-lasting, loving relationship is that sometimes I might like you more on a Wednesday than I do on a Friday. It's
Damn.
just what it is.
Damn.
But that means that at the end of the day, I gotta be able to mess with you for all the people that you're gonna become. The hell that you don't even know, and hell I don't even know.
Damn.
That's really messing with someone. And I think at the end of the day, you eliminate all the bull stuff. So with that said, I'm gonna say this to you, Ed, because he's asked this question before, and I want everybody, that even a man or a woman, to pick up what Kimmy Kim want to put down about that. It's simply evolving when you could be 100% with someone. It's not about them. And I'm gonna be honest, this might sound cruel or harsh, but at the end of the day, that person deserves to know, and their choice not to be taken away from them. Meaning, you walking around acting like everything's good. You like my macaroni and cheese, or you think my sex is off the chain, and that ain't what you feel, and you really like, damn. So at the end of the day, the way we really evolve, I promise you guys, if you open up your mouth and say what you really need to say to that partner, you do not know what type of reaction and response you will get, but you don't know that that very thing can heighten and advance and elevate you, because it frees you from suppressing a feeling and a thought that you was having. And even though, yep, you might hurt the person, it's just life. You might hurt them, but at the end of the day, do you want to stay where you at, or you want to go where you think you need to be?
Big Sam says unconditional love is slowly becoming obsolete. What do you think about that?
I don't feel that it's becoming obsolete. I don't think there's a such thing that you can put with love stand about that it comes obsolete. I think it's the person that people are choosing, that they have conditional when it comes to saying I love you. That's why I don't say that word often. I don't mean that word often to people. I don't do that. Why? Because a lot of people just say it just to be saying, like, girl, you know I love you. You know I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, everything to me has meaning. So I say what I mean and mean what I say. But I feel like you really have to love and experience a lot of love with a whole bunch of people to be able to say that type of thing. Because there is people, they're rare, and you might not have experienced it in the last 4, 5, 10, 8, 12, 30 years, whatever your age is, but they do exist.
Well,
They do exist. There's some, I think you need to start at the beginning when you're saying, Ed, I want to know, what that is. You want to start at the beginning with the person that you're meeting and you decide to be in a relationship with. You need to say your stuff up front. Listen, this is who I am today. But we gonna change.
I think I want to contextualize what he's saying. I hear what you're saying. I want to contextualize what he's saying. I think there's some relativity in what he's saying. Slowly becoming obsolete. And the reason it's slowly becoming obsolete, or that's a possibility that it could becoming obsolete, but you start to see a slow decline, is because of the options we said in a bunch of episodes before. People don't feel that they got to put in the work or the time because they ain't got to put up with your shit. Because there's somebody else out there that's going to put up with the shit they got, even if it's for a year, a month, 2 years, 2 weeks, or whatever. Now, I think that's a trash way of living. I don't agree with that, but I can see how that could be a possibility, because our unconditional love is like whatever you are, whoever, almost like when it comes to your children. I think that the closest we come to having that unconditional love is probably to the children. And sometimes our children be, nowadays kids are a little funny, shit. And so unconditional love might be applicable to the people that came from our bodies, but people that we decide to get in some sort of covenant with, that might be a little tricky nowadays, because Sally, Susie, Johnny, Billy, Bob may do something different than you do today. And if you do any moment, you decide to do something that they don't like, or any moment you have some sort of infraction, or you go off, or you lose your job, or you ain't fucking good, they may go where the other option is that. And unconditional love is like, I rock with you, I found my person. But it goes back to what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
If you open up, I think if you're transparent and open up with that person, allow that person to love you, you love them back, and y'all let each other be that way, then I think that is relative. But I don't know if people are really doing that up front. I don't think that they're, I'm sorry, I have to cut you. I don't think that they're being transparent with everything. Maybe what they like, but not necessarily how they feel concerning you.
So to me, what you're saying is that there are so many variations, variety, options. So therefore, that's why I love your ass halfway. I don't love you the long way, halfway, because I know as soon as you mess up and you don't hit the spot that I need to be hit, you don't do what you need to do. I know there's a nigga that's waiting for me that'll be able to give me that. That's what you're saying. Well, I don't care what no woman say, a man say. That's where you short yourself, because there's always been options. Brother, it ain't late all of a sudden now. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more easier to be with another person now because all the different, communications that exist. But if there was no Facebook, if there was no social media, if there was no would you still rock with me? Isn't there a song that something goes like that? Would you still love me if I was like this? If you still love me if I was like that? Well, Kimmy Kim can only speak Kimmy Kim.
It's 50 Cent song.
Okay. Yep. And I would say, to me, I would feel like most people are experiencing with men and women, oh, your ass is replaceable. But that's not true. Because everybody come with some type of flaw, with some type of something that a person just have to put up with.
Yep.
And I think at the end of the day, if you make a requirement for that person to love you a certain way, because we teach people not only how to treat us, but you teach people and you be the person that you want to love. I give the love that I want to receive back. And a lot of people don't do that. They just stand off in the corner and say, this is what he's supposed to do for me. This is what she's supposed to do for me because I do this. But at the end of the day, the most people that is truly being loved unconditionally is the way they love. Everything and anything starts with you. Everything starts with you. We create the type of love life we want. So if you're sleeping with somebody that's sleeping with somebody else and you know damn well they with somebody else, you made that choice. A lot of people don't want to do that. As I say, Kimmy Kim is all about accountability. Nobody want to take that mirror and look at themselves. It's hard to do that because then you got to really take the mask off and see how ugly and fucked up you really is.
Damn.
Facts.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So with that, I'm saying at the end of the day, we put up with shit, tolerate shit, and listen, if you want to be 100% love unconditional, that means, listen, I'm coming at you right now, baby. Listen, every time not every time, but you know what you got in me? You got a person that ain't gonna never give up.
You got a friend in me.
The rest of my life that will make it about making you happy because I love you like that. Now listen, I'm gonna fall short sometimes. Sometimes I ain't gonna be able to do this, I ain't do it. But I'm gonna tell you, as long as you stay in communication with me, I got you.
Right.
You have to let me know what your needs are. Right. Everybody walking around nowadays telling me they got the option, they got this, they got that. But everybody see, oh, I want to be like a Michelle and Obama. Oh, I want to be like this person been married. Oh, I want to be. That's y'all problem. You need to be like you. Create the shit you want.
But see, that's the thing, Kimmy Kim. That's like people at work. You know, nowadays cats want to go right to CEO and shit. They don't want to come from the side to the bottom. They don't want to build their shit up. They want to go. Remember we saw earlier. I don't know if it was. What was we? Was it on this show? Maybe it was on our. No, we were doing it on our radio show. We were talking about how people want to have this polished person. They want them to be like ready-made, ready, emotionally fucking available, emotionally responsible and mature and shit. They want that person to be understanding, considerate, especially like some women may look for a guy that's the priest, provider, protector. They want to get those smiles that was a result of some woman's tears. They want that nigga at that point. Just like Nick Men. Like I was telling one of my boys, he want a woman that's already straight. He's like, I got guys who tell me, man, I want a girl like, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? They see a nigga that's married and they see all the stuff that his wife does or my partner does or whoever, whatever. And they see all the shit that they do now, but they didn't see the shit that we went through. What I had to do, what I had to go through, what I put them through to get to that point. You just want that finished result. So I think that's what it is. They want to go right into, they want that shit to be on point right now, right then. And they don't want to put in that fucking work. Okay, but they bounce on it. Oh, okay, you ain't right there. Fucking bye.
But let's go there though. Shouldn't you have a requirement of type person you want? A lot of people have let standards and requirements down. It doesn't matter what you went through to get through that.
Yeah, but are they realistic requirements?
Yeah, they should be. They should be, because people, you can require, if this is what I require, this is what kind of person I want. That is all about what I want. And I want that person. If I meet that person to meet me where I'm at, that's it. That's why y'all talk about all these options and all these different variety of people. But that's what you're doing because your ass ain't happy where you at. That's why you got to have this one and that one and this one and that one.
But why
all those fill your void.
Because they settling.
This ain't got nothing to do with settling. That's a whole nother subject. I'm talking about if I say that I want big dick energy, But I got a little small brother. You know what I'm saying? He ain't damn near 5 feet tall. But his energy, and I love the love, but he takes care of me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm sick, he got me. He be there, you know what I'm saying? But I got this other guy, I can go party with him. You know what I'm saying? I can party with him. I can laugh with him. I don't got that in that little short gun. This one's 6'4". So, you know, when I'm out with him, I'm feeling like bam, bam, bam. So I don't want me. I'm talking about me. So listen very carefully. When I say this, I'm talking about me. Because see, people don't want to own shit. And this is not my real story. I'm just making this shit up as I'm going on, just so my bruh can hear this, as y'all would say, right? If I say this is what I want, I'm putting up with that person because I like that, what he give me. And then if I go with this one, I like that, what they give me. That's me. I'm going to put up with all that because I feel like I can't have all that in one person. So what happens to the person that you meet and it be all of them in one person?
I think you
Your
rough with
ass
them.
still don't want them. No, you ain't.
You don't
still
know
don't
that.
want that. No, I'm saying this is how things be. You know why? Because we are forever changing. Now, that person, that man or that woman, they went through some shit. They was married. Let's talk about divorcees for a minute. I'm one. Married, I went through something. So, of course, when you get out of a certain type of relationship, you say, I don't want to deal with that no more. But a lot of times, we allow that one experience to mess up all the experience to become. And you don't understand that was just a lesson for you to be able to respect and love and be able to receive open-heartedly what was meant for you in the first place. But you would have never been able to do that had you not went through that particular loss of experience.
Right.
So a lot of times we put so much weight on, I mean, that ain't working. I ain't never getting married again. They don't working out. You know, I mean, I love, but ain't no guy finna do nothing. I'm finna run that. I'm gonna do that. He gonna all this. All he can do. That's all he can do. You know, that's because I ain't finna do this. And you letting that whole experience control you. So to truly live out loud is to be vulnerable, and most people don't want to do that.
Big Sam said you are never done molding someone to your fitting.
And I think that it's called acceptance. See, I don't want to mold nobody to 100% fit everything and all my needs. I like that people, because I'm going to continue to evolve. Where I can promise you what I am and who I am right now today is not the person I'm going to be next year, because I'm going to forever evolve. And I want to elevate myself. I want to learn more things. I want to understand more people. And I want to understand more things. And most importantly, for every experience that I go through, I want to get the lesson. That's where my blessings are. It's not about being, this happened and that's not supposed. They are not meant to happen for you not to ever. Some people got to continue to experience the same damn thing in different attributes of their life until they actually get it. That's God's way to me, trying to show you this is what you need to do.
Right.
But most people, the reason why I think those people keep experiencing the same thing, because they don't get the lesson. So yes, with that said, Ed, there's variations. There's people that comes in your life with every different facet, a woman or a man. I think the requirement starts with you. I think everything starts with that person. If I say that I want to have, we did a show, guys, a while back. We was in Washington, D.C. We talked to a good friend of ours, Kim and Jamon, and they're a poly couple. And Kim was very clear about, she said that she was poly, and she was like, what she do with her purse is what she do with her person. Y'all know what I mean when I say purse. And Jamon was like, he came as a man and said it's not always easy to accept that. But however, to know that someone else is blowing her purse out while he's blowing somebody else's purse out. But at the end of the day, the only purse he don't mind blowing out, the only purse Kim don't mind blowing out is each other. But that wasn't easy for them to be able to say that to y'all, to us, Ed and I, come on the show and be able to admit that. So what I'm saying is they standing in their truth. And for them, they will have a better relationship than most people that keep sitting up going to bed next to each other every night.
I hate that
off.
shit. I hate that shit with a passion. That old fake ass trying to pretend like you this, that, and the other. I want you to live and do what you do. I don't think everybody know your business. I don't think if that's
people don't live out loud.
I don't think I'm not saying that you should give your business out. I don't think everybody need to know all your details of your business. But I don't think you should be in fucking hiding. I don't think you should, and I think you should control your narrative all the fucking time.
All the time.
If you are this way, we did an interview with my son and how he talked about how he came out, and I told you that was one of the most I mean, shit. I got one of the most inspirational moments from that time when he came out to his parents and say, this is who I am. God
Right.
damn it.
Mhm.
And you either gonna, love me or hate me.
Right.
And he put us against the wall.
That's
What we
right.
gonna do?
Yep.
It was a get down and lay down type move, like from up from state property. I'm gonna get down and lay down with my man Beanie Siegel. So he made us say, either you gonna fucks with me or you ain't.
Right.
Which one? Because this is who I am.
Right.
I'm not finna be pandering to you and kissing your ass. I'm not finna be living my life. And I encourage all y'all out here, stop living your life for the betterment for somebody else's approval. Because at the end of the day, when you go home and see your maker, whatever you want to call it, you living all life for the whatever, people gonna move the fuck on. They gonna cry about you at your services. They gonna be, oh my God. And they gonna be laughing and giggling at your motherfucking service. Remember how funny and cool you were or how whack you were. They're gonna live their life. They're gonna keep moving. So what you do, what you eat, don't make nobody else shit. Live your motherfucking life and tell the truth to whom you need to tell the truth to. Live out loud. Again, I'm not saying, yo, I'm over here, you know what I'm saying, the Horseshoe Casino, fucking on the balcony and shit with motherfucking dogs and cats and shit. I'm not saying that, but don't be a shit. That's you like dogs and cats. I mean, you ain't go to jail for that shit. But I mean, I'd rather, and I told you all the time, I said, I told my kids the truth about me and how I've been and things that I've done wrong and the whole thing. And we're going to get closer to a conversation about that, about me, and we're in depth. But it's like, I told my kids who I was, what was going on with their old man. I love y'all. I'm down with y'all. I'm rocking y'all 100%. Like I told you, I fuck with y'all a long way. I die for my family, my kids, period. Right? I told him, I said, I'd rather them hate me for the truth than love me for a lie. I don't want to give you this whole, oh, that is the creme de la creme. He's did this, he's that. He was a royal rumble, blah, 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 blah. Fuck all that. Then you go to my shit, something happened. They go to my phone like, this nigga got porn. This nigga got money sitting over here. That nigga done told somebody, he done smacked this motherfucker over here. He done got, that ain't none of the shit that nigga told us that he is. I don't want that. And they looking at me like, man, well, is God real?
But that should be the same way in a relationship.
In the relationship, I want to be a buck. I want to be 100. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I'd rather not you be pretending and acting like that you all about me, and in the streets you got me looking like a damn fool. Listen, whatever, you can have the type, and I say this all the time, you create the type of love life you want. You are in control of that. Go ahead.
Can you evolving be a selfish thing in a relationship? Like, why get into a relationship to build yourself to grow out to outgrow your mate? Should you learn to evolve together?
Absolutely not. I disagree.
No?
I disagree. Go ahead. Yeah.
You don't think that should grow? Can you evolving be a selfish thing in the relationship? Like, why get into a relationship to build yourself to outgrow your mate? Okay. So I say I'm agreeing with you. You saying you don't agree. I'm gonna say why I do agree. I think if you go into I think people, if you outgrow, you outgrow. So you don't, as Kim would say, you don't shelve yourself down. You don't keep yourself in the fishbowl just to maintain if you guys are obviously outgrowing each other. However, if you being 100%, you being real, and that's your motherfucker, that's your man 10 grand and all that she would say, and you rocking with him and you fucking with him the long way, I'm thinking that you guys should talk, and it should be a constant conversation about what's going on. Y'all within that should decide and amicably decide, okay, we working, we growing apart. But if you guys are evolving together, y'all are agreeing to move forward together in the way that you guys are both evolving. Now, again, if it ain't working, Kim, I'm with you on that. If it ain't working, it ain't working. But I don't think that you should I think you should evolve and work on yourself, but express and be transparent about what you're working on. And give that person, like you said, the opportunity to accept, decline, or whatever. I'm sorry, go ahead.
My response to that is you said that you asking the question, Stan, can you evolving be a selfish thing in a relationship? And the answer to that for Kimmy Kim is no. You should evolve. Why would I want to be with somebody that stays the exact same? No, I don't want that. And then it's no such thing as involvement and selfishness. They shouldn't even be put in the same bracket. We have to grow. If I become pregnant and give you a child, I'm not going to want to be bouncing all over the place as a rabbit because now I got a baby on my breast. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to evolve. We've been broke or we ain't been having much. Now you've been going to school and I'm going to school and we trying to get to more money to make us better. Okay. But that involvement starts with you personally. What I don't like is when people get in relationships, they stop being a damn human. They stop being individually based. I didn't want someone to come in my life and to where everything about who I am changes. I want to see it again so I'm gonna break it down with every party said. I feel like I don't want every person somebody to come to my life and change, or I want to change on my own because the person that I'm rocking with pushes me in areas that I didn't even know that even exist with me. But my mind got to be open to receive that in order for that to even evolve. So it is a very personal thing. It don't have nothing to do with you because I came in this world by myself. The man that I'm with or I go out this life with should be enhancing, and that woman should be enhancing you. That means all the damn people you're going to become, you're not without mistakes. You're going to make a lot of them. But a real person will accept you and meet you where you at. And that's going to have to happen a lot. A lot. That's that unconditional that just don't come out the gate. When you first meet a person, you're looking at the way they physical being. And then you can look at their attributes, how they, what rocks for you. If you like chivalry, you like affection, you know what I'm saying? You like time, you pull out your love languages, you know what I'm saying? And if that works for you and that's rocking, but still that's a buildup. You know what I'm saying? It's a buildup. You know what I'm saying? You can be 100% fascinated with a person, or you just first glance, you feel like, well, damn, it's I'm in lust. Damn, I mean, she fine, or damn, he fine. I just want to tap that. And after that, you like, well, that's all the hell I want. We really ain't got nothing to talk about after that. So what I'm saying is, it starts with you. So evolving is not selfish. That's what you're supposed to do in life for you to go where you need to be. You have a destination. You were creatively designed for this task of this thing called life. You said, like, why get into a relationship to build yourself to outgrow your mate? Now, with me, that says this. Why are you getting in a relationship? A lot of people don't even access that. They just say they want to be with someone. Why? Because you feel lonely right now? Is that it? Or you just want somebody to smash on a regular? Or you want to have the little cutesies, the lovey-doveys and all that? Why are you in a relationship? Most people don't ask each other that question. What do you need that for? What do you need it for? Because it damn sure should never be stand to outgrow the person that you with. What kind of mess is that? You said, why get in a relationship to build yourself to outgrow your mate? Listen, so that's why I say it's not a selfish thing at all, because personally as individuals, we're going to continue to grow. So the person that you started off with, all lovey-dovey, that new relationship energy, or you feel like we got a lot of things in common, that person would have different experiences than you, simply because they're living their life. That woman can actually have a child. You can't. So we get together and we all bouncing all over the place like rabbits, and then all of a sudden I get pregnant and I have this child. I don't feel I have the same thing no more. But then you're gonna meet a woman on the streets and that's all she want to do. And you miss that about me, but you go give that with somebody else because you can't get that with me now. Our lives have changed. Things have become different. Or you want to experience different things. But you don't tell that person. And you tell that person, yeah, what worked for me then in 2021 don't work for me in 2022. Because you steady evolving. You want a person that allow that space to happen. And it can't, if you get in a relationship, to say, well, damn, I don't want to build myself up to outgrow. Sometimes you outgrow each other. A lot of people say this, and I know I'm finna strike a nerve when I say this, but you know what? Kimmy Kim don't give a damn. Because truth is truth and fact is fact. And I'm gonna say this to say that. When you say, oh, I got with this person too young, or I got with this person, some people say they got married too fast, or she got pregnant, and so I got married to him. That was still all your choice. So you got to live with it. And now you have outgrown. You're not all about that family mommy shit, or that, being that husband stuff. You want to be smashing and glassing and doing your thing because you want another different type of elevation. Is that wrong? No. You are being the person that you are creatively designed to be. You have to have the experiences. When you get someone that meets you where you at, it's a kind of freedom, I promise y'all. It's a kind of freedom that sets you free in every which way. And it's not sexual at all. It's simply for the fact that you can just be, even if it's what we like to say on a Sip and Spill show, fugazi, crazy, because that's just the space where I'm at right now, and that's okay.
Why do you think that is, though, Kimmy Kim? Why do you think people do those type of things and don't be as expressive or as transparent or whatever? Why do you think
Because
that
of
is?
fear.
Fear of what?
Because if I literally take off my mask, you're gonna really see this is how I really feel. And we tell ourselves that, well, I stay in this relationship because we got the kids and we married, or I stay in this relationship because, you know, she was good to me when I was down. She was always there for me. Or I stay in this relationship because he been good. He take care of my kids, and when I didn't have nothing, he been there. Listen, all that is great, but you still taking that poor person choice away. And I wouldn't want nobody to stay with me out of obligation. I wouldn't want nobody to pull away with what we say on the Sip and Spill show. We go where we celebrate it
Celebrated,
and
not
not tolerate it.
tolerated.
And a lot of y'all asses is living with some people that you're just being tolerated for. And stop that loyalty shit, because at the end of the day, loyalty do have an expiration date. The day that you decide to put your dick, and I'm going all the way home, the day that you decide to open up your legs to somebody else, that loyalty expired because you weren't thinking about that then. So at the end of the day, just live out your truth. Be who you are. That's why I don't like when people judge other people for who they decide to be. Let them be who they want to be and leave their business alone, because it's their business. Listen, if I see you gleaming, glassing, happy from ear to ear, and you got about 4-5 niggas, and you got about 4-5 women, and that's where you at, the place where you be, that might not be Kimmy Kim cup of tea, but I'm happy as hell for you. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't allow each other as friends in relationships to change and be another space. So I'm going to take it all the way home, because once again, I like to talk about what I know and not what I heard. A good friend of mine told me, now my boy, he been telling me, Ed has been on here, he's been very open about his relationship of being poly. But when we did this show in Washington, I had a friend of mine that I never knew. I've been knowing her for years. And if you watching, I'm bringing it out as you asked me to. She said that she don't know how, as a woman, Kim, the girl that we, a good friend of Ed advised, went in Washington, her and the couple I just talked about, Kim and Jamon, came out and said that, you know, talking about their poly experiences. Well, I have another friend, and she decided that she wants to tell her husband of 15 years that she would like to be poly.
Mm.
She asked me to
Wow.
talk about this conversation because as a woman, she said it's really never heard of. Now, she said she have not cheated. She said she have not done any of that. But she said every time she think about it, she wants to be there. She's just like, she can't shake it. And she was like, I feel like I'm in the latter part of my life and I just want to do and experience other things. And she said, I'm not saying I got to have 4-5 men and all that. She said, I don't even know what it's like. All I know is I don't know how to tell him. Because more than likely, he's going to walk away from me and divorce me. So let me ask y'all, would you say continue to live a lie or tell your truth? Now, you would say, she been with this nigga 15 years, she should just chuck it up. Ain't no kids involved, guys. This ain't no babies. That's the number one thing people say they stay. They ain't got no baby. They never had children, her or him. Okay? Ain't got nothing to do with no children. Been married 15 years. But she said a life they had beautiful experience, loved them all the time they've been together. But every time, every day, she say she want a different experience. And
So
he's the type of man that is stuck in all his ways. He want to fuck the same. He want to do the same way. And she said she is just exhausted. She cry herself to sleep because she don't want to do this anymore.
Here's where it's fucked up. And we just got to be real.
So what would you give her an advice? Go ahead, Ed.
Here's where it's fucked up. And this is just being 100% real.
Okay.
This is a one-sided ass world. It's evolving slowly but surely. Because the more women are speaking up and owning themselves. So here's where women control the currency because they have the, you're women. Men want the women. That's why they can cheat better, because women are not finna. You can walk out right now, Kim, and 3 or 4 niggas want to smash right now. Just like, I give it to you willingly. And they ain't ugly, all ugly. Some of them might be weird looking. Some of them might be nice looking. They have some money. But you got that option. You can control that. You ain't got to, change your schedule to get some dick. Okay. Now, the reality of it is, once women understand they control that, they can control the temperature in the room. Now, what happens is this. Most people that, as we grew up, women want that security of the relationship. That's their man. They want that to be their man. They ain't got to have all this, that, and the other. And so they are afraid of losing the security of the relationship they have because of man egos. Our egos are fragile as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Fragile as fuck. And you women
Mm-hmm.
and society have aided and abetted in that shit by not being honest when we were younger, by telling us what the fuck y'all felt early on and letting us get through and over our shit, sitting in our shit and healing and not hoeing and being able to deal with our emotions properly. So right now it's fucked up because if she's afraid of losing what she has, because there was a story that said it was a fox that was trying to cross the train tracks. He tried to cross the train tracks and his train came and train cut off his tail. He went back to get his tail and lost his head. Moral of the story is don't lose your head for a piece of tail. And so what happens is men will go across and lose their head for a piece of tail. So what I'm saying is that a lot of people don't want to give up what they got for the hope and the prayer of some shit that may happen. Because you know niggas will fuck you, but they may not marry you.
Absolutely.
There's a bunch of dick out there. So you think she like, well, I want to have these experiences, but this guy, he may not be my husband. He may not commit to me, but I want to have the experience with somebody different. But this dude is my husband, has been my husband, has been my man.
Right.
So do I, you know what I'm saying? Do I gamble that?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where it's fucked up.
Okay, but do you think she should gamble it? Do you think that she would be 100% if she was, you know what I'm saying? You think married women that want to be poly or come out and have more than one guy or have a different experience?
I think.
And what's the difference of when a man say he want a threesome or he wants to, what's the difference?
Because men don't value marriage and relationship like that. Not until they 90. And they were like, oh, well, shit, I need to have had a
some
woman in my
men say
corner.
that some men would disagree with that. Some men do value marriage.
I understand that. Some men do. I get that. But men are delusional thinking they can get married, they can get this right woman at any given time, though. They do. The guys that have been in relationships, some guys that have been single that can't find them are different. Like, well, I can't find this right person. Right. There's a whole back and forth with that. The point I'm making is that it depends on how secure she feels in her decision. If her being free is more important than this lie that she's living, then she need to go with that. Because I believe the reality of it is this. If you are transparent and if you are diligent in what you're looking for, they're going to be a dope ass nigga that's going to meet you, like you say, Kimmy, where you at. It's going to be somebody going to meet you where you at, real talk.
Right.
Because it's, I mean,
most people don't want to have the patience to wait for the right person. That's the problem. So it's in the meantime fucks that people have that mess you up.
But it's also too, Kim, is that paired with, that's true, paired with the open-mindedness to get out this fucking box of where you search it.
Well, yeah, that's true. Because, well, you know, people have their mindset of, you know, this is what I want and this is what rocks for me. Now, I feel like that you can try somebody different, but at the end of the day, it still needs to work for you. But I think the open mind that someone different can work for you, you know, and you gotta have that.
I mean, you're talking about geographical location shit or different. Well,
some people just want somebody around the corner, right? They want that person.
They may not be around the corner,
right? Most people are not around the corner.
They not. Them dope ass people are like around the motherfucking ocean somewhere.
Yeah,
they just as similar to you than you fucking think.
I want somebody 20 miles. Well, you know. You can't do that. You can't put a limit. Listen, if that's what you want, walk with what you really want and not trying to geographically put a certain mileage on it. You know what I'm saying? I'd
rather die on my feet than live on my knees. So if she's feeling she's dying or she's living on her fucking knees right now, like I'm living on my knees, this is not who I am, which means she's not happy. Because if she was happy, it wouldn't be a thing. Because, you know, we can have a fantasy. You say something all the time. I love when you say this. Like, a thought will come to your head. Let that shit, especially if it's negative.
You got to let it pass.
You got to let it pass.
Right.
So you can have I'm sure when you were married and, you know, married and stuff like that, we had that stuff like, man, our old girl, you know what I'm saying? That's a William, you know what I'm saying? Or you probably was like, you know, Tay Diggs, whoever. But you thought about it, but you didn't go out and try to get Tay Diggs.
Right.
You let it be like, it was a thought that came in your head. Like, wouldn't it be nice to get out of that chocolate guy you talk about? Mm-hmm. But anyway, it'll be nice, but you ain't jumping out the window for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So some shit, if that's an everyday occurrence and this is who you really are, then you're not living in your truth. So you're living on your fucking knees. Whomever you are, sister, my advice to you is I want you to count up the costs. Count up the costs. It's called calculated risk. The pros and the cons. You've lived your life with your partner and you've been who you've been. Do you feel fulfilled? Do you think if for a minute that person did not accept you for your truth, do you think you were actually authentically being loved? Kimmy talk about this all the time. If you know her, you know she says this all the time. Kimmy don't want nobody to love her because what she can do for them. She wants you to love them because of who they are, who you are to them. It should be what you do and what place you hold for me and
Right.
that kind of thing. We've learned that recently about, oh, okay, I'm only good for this, I'm only good for that. I don't want that. Fuck that. So if you feel as if who you are and what you are is not acceptable, that means he never really loved you in the first place because he never fucking knew you. Unfair to both of y'all though, because you weren't real. So you got to deal with that nuance too, because if you weren't being real, you didn't give him honest chance to be real and accept you. So all of it is bullshit anyway. So you can continue living in bullshit, but that's really what it is. It's secure because you got a crib and you ain't rocking the boat, everything cool, but it's not real shit. It's not a real existence.
But this is my thing is when you say that, Ed, a lot of people is living like that though. They
A
living in
lot of
relationships
people, a
and it's
lot of
not real.
people,
Nobody is really living out
nobody,
loud
not a
until
lot.
you make the decision. That goes for everybody. So I think when I say you suppress your real feelings, so you suffer in silence.
Mm-hmm.
And every day you want something else. So I know we're gonna do a show coming up. I think it's gonna be in Atlanta, guys, when we're there at the end of this month. I want to talk about that because I want to do a women tell all versus a man tell all live. And but with that stated, it's the men gonna shoot their shot and say how they feel, why they did, and men that are bold enough. So I'm shooting my shot right now. If you bold enough to say why you cheated, why you did what you did, and why you will continue to do what you do, hit your girl up here on Sip and Spill because you the person I want to talk to.
Yes,
I want a
facts.
real man that want to be able to speak his truth and own it and walk in that because that's just what he do. And if you a female and you know that I don't have a problem with having more than one man. It ain't about a title of a poly or nothing. That's what I do. Yep, I've cheated. Yes, I did. If you want to come on my show and talk and tell us because you the one we want to talk to directly because those are the people. If you can own it, then I got to respect it. So with that said, on
I
my
want to
end,
add to that.
go ahead.
And I want to speak to the women out there that watch the show or who knows of Sip and Spill. If you are in a space where you can't be fucking free and you are in prison for the sake of being loyal, for the sake of being fearful of living your truth, for the sake of being losing that so-called security, because if you're fucked down, not fucked up, if you fucked down in your relationship and you can't move around and you scared to be yourself and everything you say is a fucking, you don't know what is going to happen the next day, you need to holler at us. Because I remember there's one thing, I'm going to say this, one thing, Faison Love, the big old dude, big black dude, the comedian and actor, he would say he had this thing when women was getting fucked up, he said, call me. When you got a situation and you being fucked up, call me. I know you don't want to call the police, you don't fuck him up. We're going to fuck him up. And I'm saying for you guys that feel like you want to be yourself, because one thing I've learned, and I told you about this, one thing I've learned, I had a conversation with my significant other earlier. And I was saying, I appreciate the fact that it took me a while to respect where you were at because I was delusional. But I'd rather you live your truth and say who you are as opposed to bullshitting me and making me feel certain things that ain't the case.
Right.
Now I get a chance to see who you are, and I want you to blossom. I want you to grow. I don't want to be the part of the bullshit that fucked you down. So, and all of you guys is feeling like these that I can't be myself. My husband think this, my man think this. I'm in this fucking bubble. I'm fucked up. Holler at us. I got your motherfucking black. And I want to put something together. Sip and Spill. We're going to put something together for that. You know, they got these hotlines and stuff like that. I want to put together a network. When shit gets tricky and you want to motherfucker get the foo flops put on them, and we ain't going to say too much about that, I need you to holler at us because we're going to put the foo flops on them. I got motherfuckers that do what we need, that do work. We'll leave it at that. But I want those, and the men and the women that feel like they can't be themselves and got to feel like they get in the box because they can't be truthful and real. It's like, or they can't love somebody, or you may love somebody else. You're not allowed to love them because you in this relationship, this toxic ass relationship. It's so funny to me. I know so many motherfuckers that say, I'm gonna do what I want to do. You better sit your monkey ass down. I'll fuck you up. I'm about to fuck her in this spot in your face, and you better sit your motherfucking ass down.
Damn.
I'm talking about like this ain't far and few. This is motherfucking very, 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 very fucking like often. This happens regularly. And so, and that's where you at. Holler at us. We're gonna talk about that. Live your life. So again, we talk about what we know, not necessarily what we heard, or not what we heard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, for one point in my life, I want you to love me for being for me. I want to love you for you. I want you to live your life. You want to do some shit, and it makes me uncomfortable. I'd rather you do that shit than do it in your mind and do it behind my back. And I'm walking around like doop de doop de doop 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 doo, and you still doing that shit. Fuck that. Let me know what it is, and let's grow. Let me deal with my fucking insecurities as a man. Let me deal with that. Let me get over it. Let me fix that shit, and let's come together. That's why I'm at with it. I don't know what I may have taken over your spot, Kim. Go ahead and do your thug thing.
Never that. Never can do that.
I didn't say too much.
Listen, no, you didn't. You speaking what you want as your part, but I want to speak directly to my response to you is that you're saying this, you calling your girlfriend, you talking to me, you saying this what you want to be and this what you want to do. To me, it sounds it's an experience. And people make experience and then they want to double back. And if it don't work out, you want to go back home. Like some men say, I'm talking about another person that said, Kimmy, I really just want to ask my wife for a pass. Said he don't really want to, be with nobody else. Like he ain't never leaving her, but he just want to have a pass of a night to just be with somebody else. He just said he just would like a night or two, a weekend, a getaway or something like that. He said, because but I don't want to. He said, I don't want to cheat on her and she don't know about it. He said, I want her to know.
I like that. That's been honest.
And he said,
truthful.
I want to be honest. He said, I've watched your show. And he said, you say this all the time. And he said, I could have. He said, there's somebody in my life right now that, I'm feeling her. She feeling me. He said, I want to. He said, but I'm not because I want to have the conversation. So I'm going to talk to both of y'all.
I like him.
I'm going to talk to both of y'all.
Whoever you are, I respect you, brother.
I'm going to say both of y'all are full of shit. And your girl keep it 100. Because I feel like all that is selfish as fuck. I'm just going to keep it 100.
Who's selfish?
To everybody that I'm talking to, the two people that I just said that hit me up with y'all stuff. You said you want to experience, okay? You said you want to go out and experience this other person. You don't know how to tell your husband. You said you want to tell your wife you want to have a pass, okay? So your girl was married. I'm 100% divorced right now. And I was married for many, many years. And the number one thing I would say about getting married, this is what I did know. I was 100% loyal as fuck. And I'm going to tell you why. You don't have to stay that way. When you decide to do something else, it is your damn duty to tell that person that has been rocking with you the damn truth. So to me, I don't believe, girlfriend, listen to what I say. I don't believe that your ass is suffering in silence. You just want to do something else. It's simple as that. That man deserves you to tell him exactly that.
Well, I'm trying to understand why you think that's bullshit. Why is she not suffering in silence?
Okay, she's not suffering in silence. You're not suffering in silence because
she's not being herself.
Okay.
I'm asking. If you're not being yourself, what man you know?
You're saying it, but then you're saying she's not being herself, right? So to truly being herself, he's walking around thinking that this is the way they are all day, every day, that this is what they have. Whatever agreement it is in their relationship, in their marriage, right? Okay. This goes for people that's not even married. Okay. But if I'm living with you and I'm thinking that this is what you want, it's just me and you. How the fuck you suffering in silence? If you want to be something else, it ain't none of my fault that you ain't told me. I don't know. So I call bullshit on that. Because you can tell the person, the only reason why you don't do that, and the only reason why nobody come out and keep it 100 from everybody when you're cheating and all that, is because of fear. Okay. You have changed, you have evolved, you have become somebody else that want different experience. It ain't nothing wrong with that. I would never shoot that down.
But I can't. I won't. I hear what you're saying, and that's I got you. But I couldn't myself say somebody's bullshit if I myself have not done that.
I'm saying
have bullshit. You done that to say, have you been the person that told a motherfucker what it was and did that shit while being married? I'm talking about tell them up. I ain't talking about fucking nobody. What you doing, nigga, is whack as fuck. Have you done that to tell somebody else that them not doing is bullshit? Because I would never tell somebody that they doing bullshit if I the fuck ain't did that. So I could tell motherfuckers what I did because I told them that. So I wouldn't tell somebody that's bullshit, because if you have not done that shit, I'm talking about fuck you want to fuck another nigga. Hey, what you doing, nigga? You a bitch nigga. If you ain't never told a nigga that how you felt, then telling somebody what they doing is bullshit is whack. I wouldn't say that. Okay, I wouldn't just call them out like that, personally.
Well, That's you. Mama called it out because the question was asked to me. And she wanted me to give her my opinion. And she said, what she been doing is have she been doing it right? And I say it's bullshit. Because when he goes off and say what he say, and he finds out, the first thing every woman do when a man cheat on her, or when a woman cheat on a man, is that why you didn't tell me? Why you didn't have this conversation? Why you didn't come right out? So they've already had the conversation that this is what he wants or require if you want to bounce and do something else. So you're saying to her, if you don't want to be like that, you don't stay because of the reasons of like they got a house together, they got business together. You're saying don't do that. That's the fugaziness. But if you got a person, because I'm that person, if I'm with somebody, I don't like nobody to take my choice away. And I'm going to say it all day, every day. That's bullshit. You're selfishly and you're scared of the response. As you said earlier, gladly stated that a man won't say stuff because he want, I'm worried about how she gonna feel. So that's bullshit, Ed. At the end of the day, you're scared. The only reason why you're not doing it is because you're scared of the response. If he said, I'm gonna pack my shit, I'm gone. Because a woman could say the same thing, even though we're more understanding and then we loving and we come back. We are more to do that. But a man, the shit hits different with y'all.
Yeah, you're right.
It hits different.
I mean, we
so you want another nigga all up in that? That belongs to me. Y'all got all kinds of. Wait a minute,
go to
I'm gonna shut his ass down like he shut me down. Entitlement is a whole nother different thing with another man.
I'm agreeing with you.
No, you didn't agree with me when I say bullshit.
No, I'm just saying
bullshit because if you are hiding behind something that you fear of the repercussions for you, that is bullshit because you take my choice away. Now, earlier y'all heard Ed say that it's not fair and it's not right. And if that's what you want to do, then you need to live out loud, right? So what I'm saying the same thing. You call me and you ask me the question. That's why I tell everybody, brace yourself for what Kimmy answer is going to be. Because I'm an accountability person. If that man, now she said, I'm going to say it again for Ed to understand and everybody else that don't hear, this is what we're talking about. A person said that she's been married for 15 years. She said that she decided in herself, she said she's waking up every day and she wants to have a new experience. She do not want to be not married. She still want to be married, okay? Right. But she just want to have another man. And not just for an experience. She want to keep having that experience. She said she wants to be poly. She wants to be in a polyamorous relationship. But she says she know that her husband, she do not want to give him up. But she know he's the kind of man that would never go for that. So I asked her, have you done it? Have you cheated? Or she said, no, but I want to. Believe me, there's always a man waiting in the wings, right? There's always a man of interest that's making her even come to the fact to pick up the phone to even call me to tell me.
Look, with you breaking class emergency, dick in the glass.
So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, you finna mess yourself up. I'm not on that what you said earlier about, you staying if you don't want to do that. No, I said that people evolve and we change. I ain't mad at her. She changing. That's something that she wants. That's an experience that she want to have. But at the end of the day, you do have to accept the repercussions that person might not receive that. But don't live a lie to yourself because then you're not true to you. Because I don't believe what I'm saying is bullshit. You're not suffering in silence because you making that choice, sis. It's still your choice. Only reason why you wouldn't tell him and go and be with somebody else because once again, you still protecting you. You want shit to pretend you'd rather walk around and act like everything is okay. And you know damn well it's not. And when he find out, that's what blows the person top. We say all the time on Sip and Spill, I'm saying it right now, do not take my choice away. You're taking his choice away, sis. And I'm saying is, trust in what you have put in. Listen, trust in yourself. You've done a lot of things that you probably have never even shared, even right now. But trust the process. Because this might be the very thing that elevate you in your marriage. You never know. It don't always gotta be fucked up.
It don't have to be destructive.
Right, it don't have to be.
It might come out doper.
You got to take that because then you're not being authentically you. You're telling me that you're sitting in the house suffering, so to speak, every day. That tells me there's always a man. There's already a man awaiting for that interest, okay? He's just straight knocking at your vagina and you ready to let his ass in. But you want to contemplate and say. So at the end of the day, to me, if you already did it in here, it's already done. So you just wanted me to bring it out loud, just be on a platform, you heard a polyamorous person tell you this is what he would do. I'm telling you, it ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm talking about the person that you with. He deserves the truth. It's the same thing for a female. Now let's go to my guy friend that said that he want a wife to give he married and he wanted his wife to give him a pass. Okay, they've been married for 7 years, so he got the 7-year itch.
Yep.
He said that things just not the same sexually. He said things are just different, and he's like he just feel like it's not that. Once again, he don't want to change anything. Now they do got kids. He want to still have that, but at the same time, he said I know she ain't going. But he already on the verge of contemplating. He already got the woman in mind and everything he want to do with and where he want to go with her. My thing is that if you'd have thought about it that damn long, I mean, I'm just saying it's already pretty much done. For real, it is. But we want people to be transparent. We want you to be 100% honest, but nobody wants to take the risk of that.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you think this is possible? You may not. I don't know. You may not think this is possible. I don't know. But do you think that? I think for most men, I think he probably been wanting to do it like when he first got married. I think some guys have a question about whether or not they're going to cheat or not. You know what I mean? Or they think that they are going to cheat, or the traditions of men that he's known within the family or the culture is that men, because they kind of co-sign that shit. You know how when you talk for real all the time, it's kind of like the culture. We kind of co-sign like, yeah, man, oh girl,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? They kind of, you know what I'm saying? And so it's almost like, did he go into it knowing he was going to eventually want some more ass? Or do you think it's something new, a new development? Like, you know what? Do you think it's a 7-year itch thing, or you think he kind of knew he might have been interested? He just trying to be disciplined and not be that. What do you think with that?
So I feel like it's a null and void thing. That's not something I would ponder. It doesn't matter to me. I'm meeting you where you at right now.
But, okay.
It doesn't matter if I met you, because a lot of players, okay, you can't play a player. Most women are players. I'm just gonna put us out there. And at the end of the day, we know how to do shit better than y'all. We better than y'all. We are. We just, we smarter. That's just what it is. So at the end of the day, you got reason why I say about meeting a person where they at. It really doesn't matter if you thought about it then in 2010 and you thought about it in 2022. Your DNA might have grew up. Now, I grew up, I can talk about me. I can't talk about nobody else. But I grew up growing church, and you meet a person, you get married. I did all that. Straight virgin, all that. That's the way I was raised, okay? Ain't no meet nobody else. So I ain't get to try out other penises as you would. You know what I'm saying? What I got introduced to, it was married to me. So at the end of the day, did I want to experience another thing? No, I was all about this is what was put in me. But as life changed, we experience different things. You want different things. And I just want people to understand that it is absolutely okay. That's not where you're wrong at all. To want something different, to desire something different. But I think we get with these people that is just simply not open-minded to know that you still a damn human. We get, okay, but now because you my man, you better do this and you better do this and you better do that.
How we
a lot of men don't like that. I know Ed, my partner, and I'm just going, even in friendships, if I'm on some, this is where I want to be, it'll rub him the wrong way. So I have to meet him where he at to get across my point, because I ain't on it like that. But he could perceive it like that from experience he may have had. So the same thing with me. If you come at me voo crazy, as I say, and you want some smart talking crazy, then that's when I'm going to have to go get my boys. And believe me, I'm not talking about my sons. So what I'm saying about that, I feel like that make me go there. So we all have what I like to call trigger points. But in order to truly evolve, that's what we're talking about. The evolution of that is being honest with yourself. I call my secret weapon is the mirror. Because you can lie to everybody around you, everybody you work with, people you in partnership with, you can lie to them, pretend and they there. But you know what? In order for you to truly live out loud and be your authentic self, you got to tell yourself the truth. So you can be the truth. See, I don't want to just be talking and saying this. I'm going to live my damn truth. And so if you ask me a question, I'm going to say bullshit. I'm going to call you. That's me. I'm going to keep it 100.
But
and if you ask this, because you asking me my opinion. I will never foresee to be anything, but I'm going to be authentically me. And I'm going to say, at the end of the day, I do not experience everything. We all don't experience everything someone else experienced.
Right.
But what I know, one thing's for certain and two things for sure. honesty definitely sets you free because you got to get in front of your narrative, and he can't say or she can't say you didn't tell them.
You didn't tell them, right?
So, but because that's the very first thing, we get all away from the fact that what I did. You want to know her name, or who is she, and all that. That shit is irrelevant. That's why I said, my boy's more contextual than me, and it does apply to a lot of things, and some things direct, like me, applies. And right now, I'm just saying, I don't really give a damn about none of that. If you coming home and you telling me that you want to pass to be with some different ass, you know what I'm saying?
Then what you gonna say?
You know what I'm saying? So in my thing, if that's what I'm for, babe, go ahead. Now, you okay with me getting some different ass as well?
Yeah, female ass.
And
some
that's what
lesbian
he afraid
shit.
with. So that's what I'm
Can't
telling
be
you.
another nigga. You gotta
That's what I'm
fuck another
telling you
woman
to
with
my
me.
boy. If she says that, are you gonna be okay with that? Now that
Threesome.
might shock you. That might shock you. No, she don't want a threesome. She want a whole nother ass like.
No,
like
he
you.
wants
So
to say it.
listen,
She wants
when
some
you
dick.
getting
She
your
want no
pass,
ass.
I'm getting me some new ass. Are you okay with that? Because
Hell
I can
no.
do the same thing. And
Hell no.
and I already know, knowing that I know you, your butt gonna say no, you don't want her to do that shit. So at the end of the day,
So
I'm
that's
just
what
saying,
she's
don't
saying.
not. But yeah, that's
But-
what I'm saying. You know you not, but that's still all on you. So the accountability is still on you, because if you cheat, you're wrong, right? You
Right,
said you don't want to
facts.
cheat on her.
Right.
You said you want to be honest with her.
Right.
But you got to be honest and be able to receive
How she
what she's
respond.
gonna
Yeah,
respond.
that's a
And
whole
most
nother
of the time,
game.
this is why I say bullshit. The most of the time, all the decisions are made while you do or do not do something, because your ass is selfishly still thinking about you.
Well, that's a mic drop. I can't even trip
That's
on
what
that
I
one.
say.
Shit, if you say you right, you ain't thinking about the whole side, like what they gonna do about it, how they respond. Are you okay with the response? So just send to your girl, saying to my girl, home girl, that says she wants to have this polyamorous relationship. See, with men, it's more like I'll tell my wife, my woman, I want to have another ass, and she might want some more dick. Oh, and with the woman thing is, I want another dick. It's gonna be like, well, you by yourself, bye. I ain't helping your ass, birch. So we both got to be ready. The man's biggest fear is somebody else fucking his woman, and the woman's biggest fear, I'm speaking, I don't know, it could be, but is maybe losing that security or whatever that was she had, having a man, her priest, provider, and protector. And if she want another dick, because it's not no guarantee that this other guy that's gonna romance you and love on you and fuck on you gonna take care of you. And if that's important to the woman, then you got to think about that too.
And I
Because
agree.
niggas will fuck you, but they ain't gonna wife you.
But
I mean,
that's what I'm
some
saying.
people
You got to
might,
be
though,
sure
but-
about what you want. And those inventory checks, they make a difference. That's why I say sometimes people they just see some and they jump into it. But really think about what
Looks
you want,
cool,
and really
looks
think
fun.
about what kind of partner you want in your life. And if it's just simply an experience, then it's just experience. But most of the time, y'all, it don't. All kind of emotions and everything come involved, and then you want something else, and all of a sudden somebody catch feelings and they want more than what it is. And that's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not what you really wanted and signed up for. But I just feel like people don't have those authentic conversations. And most relationships that I know of in my years, and I've been here a long time, is surfaced. We walking around living certain things in certain
Girl,
ways, but your ass just lying.
I can't tell you how many people. I'm just saying, just people I know, and it'd be so crazy because they be on social media act like it's all good, and you know they. I'm like, and then it's like it's so weird, it's so blatant. They're not happy and they're lying. They're constant. They don't want to deal with it. It's so fucking crazy to me. God damn,
Because
it's
of
sickening
fear.
to watch.
Fear controls so many people relationships.
But you already
so
dead
many
though,
people.
bro.
Right, but you fear. You just it's so crazy. You
Fear.
cannot
What?
move
That's
forward
crazy,
if you consistently looking back. You cannot drive forward if your foot is on reverse. I say it all the time. And you be like, why I can't elevate? Why I can't evolve? Why I can't this? Because you're doing it to yourself. You have to get in front of your story, whatever it is. Listen, don't let no one judge you. Kim is non-judgmental. Whatever you want to do, whatever title you want to wear, do that.
Do that.
But at the end of the day, just own that shit, though. You know what I mean? Own that, because that's truly what sets you free. Mm-hmm. And we can get rid of a lot of this mental illness, bipolar, crazy ass shit that everybody have, because a lot of times, a lot of people are committing suicide and doing things because they truly not living their truth. They're afraid. Fear controls so many things. It does, guys. It does. It controls so many things.
Hey, guys.
And you have to get to a point in your life Don't be afraid, man. Because listen, trust yourself. You have already evolved from old shit that nobody even know about. Look at you. Look at you, sis. Look at you, bro. You already killing the game. You're not the same. Where you was is not where you at. Where you want to be, you definitely can go there.
Facts.
But you gotta let things go. So listen, if the person really love you, I guess you finna find out. See, I like
That's
tests
an
and shit like
unconditional
that.
love. But see that,
I
yeah.
like tests
But
like that because
don't.
then I know the real. I know the
But
real. I
don't.
know how you fuck me the long way,
But,
sideways,
but
or halfways.
but don't be gambling though. Just test it because you really genuinely are feeling that way. That is who you are. Don't be playing no game. I'm not saying that's what you're saying, but some people like to play a game. I want to test and see. This old guy's always tell me call was deep. His name was deep. He
No, I
said,
say I like tests like that because they come far and few in between, but a lot of people don't allow. Like, don't play me like that. Don't play. Temptation is for a reason. So I'm saying that the tests really show you, you're going through life, you've been married for a long time, and you've been in a relationship a long time. We didn't have 4 or 5 different kids, and we just been together. But y'all relationships ain't never been tested, though. You know what I'm saying? Not to the point where if they really mess with you the long way. I mean, all that pillow talking, coming and shit. You telling each other, "I got you, babe. I ain't gonna never leave you." But then when it really happened, you be like, "Damn, I cannot believe the police came and you straight just drove off and left my ass right here with all the damn drugs." You know what I'm saying? You're
right.
like, "Damn."
But I
But
mean,
that's the baggage I'm talking about. You don't know, but I'd rather know for real.
right. But I'm saying don't play. I'm not. Well, you're not saying that, but I'm saying don't play no fucking games if you ain't for real about it. Like, you need to be legit. Don't be playing no game. The old guy said, "Don't bet your house. You be living on the fucking bridge." So if you ain't for real about your decision and how you feeling, and you really want to know, don't play this. Let me just test it. No, you better be ready to ride. Like your girl and your guy, when y'all ready to be ready for the real shit. What she's saying is like, when you come with it, like, hey, I want to have a hall pass, and she want a dig pass, it can't be no whoa, how far you think you can't do this? Anything with old girl. Hey, I want to have a big poly. Okay, tell you what, the man you poly with, let him pay these motherfucking bills. I'm gonna go and move to Florida. I'm out. Be ready for that kind of shit. Don't play no games because you be ready. Your ass be living under the bridge. You bet in your house.
I agree. I think that I feel like, well, for this particular friend, she can have her own shit. If anything, she can say that to him. But at the end of the day, I would say this much: it's not about have your own shit. Even in marriage, have your own shit.
Have your own shit.
Have your own destiny. I feel like a lot of relationships fail because you have unexpected expectations of the other person they don't even know. And I feel like when you can have those real conversations, sometimes it hurts, sometimes y'all cry, all that. But at the end of the day, I'd rather know than not know.
Right.
And that's how we grow. That's how we evolve. You can have the kind of love life and the kind of friendships and the kind of relationships that you really want to have. But it starts with you. You got to put out and pour in what you want to be given to you and what you want to be able to thrive on.
You got to
And
plant
that's my
those
number
seeds.
one message about evolving. That's the evolution part of evolving, is being 100% authentic and honest with your damn self.
With your damn self first and foremost.
Yep.
Be honest and authentic with your damn self first and foremost. And be ready to receive the repercussions of your motherfucking decisions of what you're receiving and accepting of yourself. Because once you say this is me, and you become who you are, and you tell motherfuckers what you doing, be ready for how they gonna motherfucking respond, and own that shit.
Absolutely.
Stand in that shit. Remember back in the day, the girl said, "You standing up in it." Remember that song? Standing up in it. Stand up in that motherfucker proud. Feel me? Because that's who you are. If that's you, don't do the fugazi playing no game. I'm gonna
That's
see.
right.
Let me test the water, see if they like me,
Right.
if they love me. If they gonna no, fuck that. That's whack. You need to be authentically yourself. Be real with yourself. With this Bible song said, "Be sure, be very sure, because your record hold on the solid rock." Whatever that song
Be
goes.
very sure.
Make sure your ass is sure about what the hell you thinking and feeling. Be real about yourself, and then listen. Be willing to die on your motherfucking feet. You hear me? Because living on your knees, you motherfucking dead anyway. You somebody's birch. I'm gonna let you say that word. I ain't gonna say the B word. You can say the word.
You ain't on it today, boy.
You somebody. If
Y'all
you living
know
on
what
your
it
knees, I'm be living for you. And listen, here's what's crazy. At the end of the day, she said this all the time. At the end of the day, you go on to Jesus. You go to that upper room. You on deck, and they gonna be like, oh, he was such a good person. And y'all, we're going to the show. Who got the mom that made the meatloaf? Grandma and them? They kicking it. While your ass going to glory.
Laughing and talking about different things that you have passed. Listen, did you ever notice that if your mother died or father died, or you working at a job, they only give you 3 days? That's it. You've
get
been
over
knowing that's your mama. Your dad, they only give you 3 days. Hell, you can have more PTO time. You know what I'm saying? You only staying longer past 3 days because of PTO time. How do you get over that? How do you deal with that in 72 damn hours?
So imagine that. Your ass is dying while they're living, enjoying themselves. You
Right.
not being real about something. You
That's right.
suffering in silence or whatever that is. I'm not saying it's applicable to what you were saying, but you living this lie
Right.
in hell that you created because you're afraid of what somebody's
The
going
key
to
word
say.
is what he said is that
What you going to feel.
created.
You create this shit.
Right.
You create that bullshit because everybody told you got to live this fucking life this
Yeah.
certain way.
Who is everybody?
Who told you? I'm one of my favorite
I
lines.
always
We
want
finna
to
get
know
up out
who
of
is
there.
they.
Who is they? I love this. One of my favorite lines from Malcolm X. He said, "Who told you your skin was ugly? Who told you your hair was nappy, your nose was whack? Who the fuck told you that European styles or this, that, the other? Who told you that? Who told you you have to live or you have to die so somebody else that you feel that you love must live? Who told you that? Why must you be fugazi, live on your knees while somebody else? Because they are promised of God. There's a yin and a yang. Somebody living and somebody dying. I'm not one of the people that's gonna be listen. I'm not gonna fuck nobody over, but you ain't finna fuck me over willingly. I'm not gonna knowingly live on my knees just to say I'm living. I'm not living because that ain't me. Unless I had no motherfucking bottom legs. If my legs, the bottom, if my knees are my feet, then I'm gonna live on my feet.
Now, y'all.
So listen to what I'm saying.
Note,
at the end of the end of the day, be honest and truthful with your damn self. And then let that shit spew over to everybody else. Let them know who you are. Stop living in the shadows of bullshit because life is short as fuck. I mean, just yesterday I was 20-something years old. I remember I ain't had no little kids. It was just yesterday. And I got grandkids. It didn't take no time. That shit went fast. You hear what I say? So when I live your life, be honest, be truthful.
Right.
And then allow those people with your authenticity to accept you. And the ones that like you and fuck with you, that like you, will accept you and they will celebrate you and you will flourish. And the ones that don't like you for who you are, they never really like you. You know why? Because they never fucking knew you. Now, we're going to end on that note. Sip and spill. Mitchell&Mitchell sip and spill.
Okay.
We like you. We love you. Want more? See, you got something else you want to drop on them, Kimmy Kim?
You know, I just want to drop my last Kimmy Jim. And that is, life is not about being rich, being popular, being highly educated, or being perfect. It's about being real, being humble, and being kind.
My God.
Consider the next person that you have some kind of relationship with.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever their relationship is. And every day you waking up and you stepping outside or you waking up next to them and you going on with your day and you know that you got something else going on. You're not being authentically you. And you're really not living the life that you were designed to live.
Mm-hmm.
You keep wondering why you keep having pushback from reaching your destination. It's because you're not concentrating on the right things. You're just trying to get through. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we got to grow through to get to. So a lot of times I just want to, for everybody to do, I appreciate the love and the respect and opinion that you want Kimmy Kim to respond to and say. I appreciate y'all for the love for that. And every time and anytime I'm always wrapping my hand around to give you the experience of what I may have experienced in my life. But I'm a growing work in progress. I am constantly and consistently considering and looking at others to be a better person, to be able to evolve, to be able to share the knowledge that I gained to share with you. And I just want you to know that, listen, if nobody ain't told you this today, I want to talk straight to you, my brothers. Y'all know I'm a mother of 4 sons and I love them dearly. But you all just waking up every day living black, and the things y'all face and the things y'all endure different than other men. I want to let you know your girl got you. I'm here for that. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. Loving another black person, being a black woman, which I would want to be nothing else but who I am, is power in that. And I would like to see each and every one of us exude that in one another. Every day, sis, just give him that hug just because you never know what he might be feeling. And at the end of the day, just talking to my sister, she's wondering about things that, bro, you might not even know about. You know what I'm saying? Being a black woman ain't easy either, especially when we on that power level and we got that bag, as they would say. And it's not about money when I say that. I'm talking about baggage, things we've been dealing with since childhood. And we don't know how to convey that to the man who loves us dearly. So I'm just saying, walk up and give her that. This is what Kimmy Kim loved the most. When you can walk up behind her, love her from behind and say, baby, I love you, I got you. It doesn't matter who she is. Everybody needs the love. It's nothing like passing an oxytocin back and forth. And that's what I want to leave y'all with every time I do the show. Go hug somebody else. I challenge you to send the love that you want to have in your life. Give it.
And on that note, I love that. And to all my sisters, just know you got a black man here that understands and supports you. I understand the queens that you are. And when people say queen, people use that, just everybody arbitrarily say queen. Good morning, queen. Good night, queen. No, 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 no. When Eddie Ed says that, and I stole that because I'm really Ed, she's Kimmy Kim. When I say queen, I mean a dynamic, powerful woman who controls every fucking thing that's done and born in this earth is birthed out the womb of a black woman. The black woman, don't fucking forget how powerful you are.
Absolutely.
Everybody emulates the black woman. That's you. They either emulate it or they covet it. The black woman, the attitude, the body, the skin, the charisma, the rhythm, the shape, everything. Black woman, you embody that. So now you have to remember this now, because every man may not tell you that. Everybody ain't Ed, goddamn it. And if you're fortunate to have an Ed in your life, you are a fortunate ass motherfucker. You hear me what I'm saying? And I'm
Damn.
telling you right now, as a black woman, remember who you are. You are powerful. No, 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 no. You are that. You are deity. You are godlike. You are more than what you think you are. You have to go with inside your mind and realize what you're putting up there. If you put it out there, you can control your narrative. If you allow your power to be given over to whack, fugazi, whack ass people, then they would. You're giving your power away. You're too fucking powerful. You are coveted and loved, and I respect you from your hair down to your toenails. And I'm not just saying it because I'm trying to pander to black women, to women. I love my sisters. I love women in general. I love my brothers. Don't get it twisted. I love my brothers. I have my brothers back, but I know where my bread is buttered. Goddamn it! You hear what I say? Ed knows where his goddamn bread is buttered. And I'm telling you right now, own your shit. Control your narrative. Be who you are. Stand on it. Be firm. Be strong. You ain't got to take shit because somebody out there wants your ass. They want to drink your bath water. They want to rub your feet when you get home. They want to pay your bills, even if your bills are already paid. They want to love you and adore you. Allow that. Know that you're worth that. Okay? So at the end of the day, as Kimmy Kim would say, that's what I have to say. Know your worth. You are the queen, the goddess of the fucking world. And that's on period. Just think about this. 2 X chromosomes, right? And a man has an X and a Y chromosome. That Y chromosome or the X creates that girl. The girl is a dominant gene. If you look at the X chromosome, that's the big dominant gene. The Y is little. You're powerful. Just remember that. And that's some elementary shit. I'm just letting you know that I see you. I'm just affirming shit you should probably already know. I'm just putting some water on that, goddamn. You hear what I'm saying? I'm putting water on it. I got your motherfucking black, your front and your peripheral. I love you. And not just because you fine as fuck. I love you because you dope as hell and you powerful and you grow. Y'all made me. Y'all made me. You hear what I say? So that being said, Mitchell and Mitchell Sip and Spill here. Listen, guys, I don't know if you're done, Kimmy Kim.
We done.
Listen, we like you, we love you, we want more of you. And it's been real and it's been fun. But every time we do this show, my partner and I, every time we get together and we fucks with our people and we get to share our Kimmy Gems and our Eddie Edibles, we get to love on y'all and feel the love back reverberating through our spirit and our bones. It's always, don't ever get it twisted for one fucking day. Mitchell and Mitchell Sip and Spill. It's always, it's a pleasure, it's an honor, but it's always real motherfucking fun. We out this piece.
Peace, y'all.
Peace now.